It is justice delayed as Ohio puts a stop to all death penalty executions until at least January 2017. It's a story that has a lot of Ohioans talking tonight. And today, NBC4's Harrison Ho spoke with the attorney who convicted 3 of those killers now on death row. Harrison joins us live from the State House. And Harrison, it sounds like the prosecutor is quite angry about this.
Well, I mean, you can imagine, Prosecutor Ron O'Brien did not sugarcoat it. I mean, he is frustrated. He says that these convicted killers continue to sit on death row, milking time and taxpayer dollars while the state searches for these lethal injection drugs that are increasingly hard to find.
You have people convicted decades ago. There's no question about guilt.
3 Franklin County killers were convicted by Franklin County Prosecutor Ron O'Brien. They were set to be executed in 2016. That's now delayed. Alva Campbell Jr. has a new execution date of January of 2017. Warren Hennis will die in February of 2018. And Kareem Jackson's new execution date, not until July of 2019.
They've been in 20 years of post-conviction litigation, appeals, delays, habeas corpus, and now the U.S. Supreme Court has said, carry out your sentence, Ohio, and Ohio is helpless to carry out the sentence.
The problem? Ohio can't obtain the drugs used in its lethal injections. The supply is dried up in this country, so Ohio looked overseas. But the federal government, specifically the Food and Drug Administration, has stopped all states from importing the needed chemicals from overseas.
And it's de facto repeal of the death penalty.
Ohio's Department of Rehabilitation and Correction has asked the FDA to reconsider its ban on importing these needed lethal injection drugs from overseas. In fact, I obtained a letter sent just days ago to the FDA outlining legal reasoning that would allow the state to buy and import the much-needed drugs.
There is no word on when or even if the FDA will respond to Ohio's latest letter. All new at 6 o'clock. We're going to look at one of these cases where the killer from Franklin County sits on death row. That's all new at 6. For now, I'm live at the State House. Harrison Ho, NBC4.
All right, Harrison, thank you. While waiting on death row, one killer died of natural causes. The Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections says Jerry Lawson died last week at Franklin Medical Center in Columbus. The 62-year-old was sentenced to die in 1988 for the fatal shooting of Tim Martin, a confidential informant in Southwest Ohio. Lawson did not have an execution date.